Hey y'all, Katrina here with Gal Gone Camping, and you may say that I am camping in my home. You guys, it's let's see, it'll be almost day 3 of the ice storm that has gripped much of the nation, at least this region. So, practicing some off-grid living techniques, which I keep, most of this stuff on hand anyway. So anyway, come on back if you want to see what I've been doing and how I've been living for the past couple of days. Come on back. Hey y'all, welcome back. So, right now, I have something cooking on my butane stove. This is my handy dandy Coleman butane stove. Now, as I've said before, I want one that's dual fuel. They make these that has propane and butane, but mine is just butane. But I'm telling you, this is about the best purchase I have ever made. I use it in the van all the time for camping, cooking. It's great. So I brought it in. So you guys, we've had an ice storm. We had freezing rain here in eastern Kentucky, and from what I understand, it's very widespread. My electric went out at my house it went out about 6 o'clock Monday evening on the 15th, and it was on about, it was off about an hour, and then, it came back on for about an hour, and then at about 8 o'clock it went off, and it's been off ever since. And this is Wednesday. It's about 5 o'clock, 5 p.m., and so it's been off now, close to 3 days. So, it's a mess. I ventured out today. I'm not able to work because I have no internet. I have no phone. Even the landline phone is down. I have no power. Thought the water was going to go earlier. The pressure was really low, but it seems to have come back up a little bit now. So, I've not been able to work from home. Went to the office, tried to attempt to work from the office. The power's down in the town where my office is located. And it was a scary sight. Power was out everywhere. Stores, no gas. There was only 1 or 2 places that you could buy gas, and the lines were crazy. So I was fortunate enough to find, I went ahead and filled up my tank because I'm charging my cell phone on my house phone battery. But get this, you guys. So Saturday before last, I ordered a phenomenal power bank. It's a generator. It's considered a generator because it does have so much power. And I've been researching these, was going to buy one, and stumbled onto this through another source, and couldn't believe it. And I ordered it, and it is still yet to arrive. So it is held up, I guess, in this mess and whatever. I've been on the phone with FedEx twice before I lost power. And anyway, I don't know when I guess it'll get here eventually. I'm going to get start getting the bill for it before I get the product. But anyway, I'm going to show you that to you guys whenever I get it in. Anyway, so, but I have other sources. I have the Halo Bolt that I've told y'all about before. It's an excellent little battery bank, and you can charge cell phones and some USB devices, and it has a 110 plug-in, but it's not that big. So when you're out for extended periods of time with no power, then you need something a little more. Anyway, I'm going to show you a few other things that I've been using. I'm sure you guys have found these. You find these anywhere. It's going to be bright. That's the light switch that is battery operated, and it's so bright, you guys. So I use that. Those are great. I have a couple of those. And I gotta check. Yeah, this is cooking away. And you know what? My doggies are going to get the grease off of that hamburger, and they love that. So we're actually living high on the hog this morning. This morning I fried up some breakfast pork chops, the little thin breakfast pork chops, and gonna have the rest of those tomorrow if we are still in this situation. What else? I have a fireplace. I have propane. I heat with propane, so even though this house is not insulated, I'm used to a cold house, but I do have propane heat, so it's good enough. I have propane gas fireplace back in the back part of the house, which I'm not using right now. And then I have a wood-burning fireplace. So I have the fire going, it's kind of cozy, you guys. Like I said in another video I did, you just got to make the best of a bad situation. And for me, you know, it is a little aggravating. Some things are very aggravating, but, you know, you just go back to the old-timey ways. And people who have not done that or not used to that, it's going to be really hard on them. I feel sorry for this younger generation, but I kind of like it. I've been reading and, you know, enjoying the fire and get outside. And I still get outside and walk around, do what I have to do. But anyway, I'm going to come back to you here in a little bit and show you some other off-grid gadgets and off-grid ways of living. See you in a little bit. Hey y'all. Okay, I am in front of the fire now. Can you hear that crackling and popping? I'm going to turn this around. So, been enjoying the fire all day, keeping it fed. Now, you may notice something here in the fireplace. You see that aluminum foil? I haven't done this in years, you guys, but that's a couple of potatoes. I was growing up, I never did like sweet potatoes, but my mom used to fix, when we had a fire going, she would stick some sweet potatoes and regular potatoes in foil, wrap them up in foil, and stick them in the ashes in the fireplace. So that's another old-time method of cooking. You know, you could do that at a campfire, in your fireplace, wherever. And you just wrap that up. Now, what I did, I don't remember my mom doing this, but I used a little bit of olive oil and rubbed on those potatoes and then salted them on the outside and then just wrapped them up in the foil and stuck them in there. You pile the ashes on top so it cooks it from beneath and on top. And you know, it takes a while. But what else are you going to be doing? I have no power. So, you want to take advantage of everything. You know, just like earlier, I had a little cooker of water to heat up on the fire too. So that saves my propane or butane. So anything you can do on the fire, on the flame, or by the heat of the fire on the hearth or whatever, use that. You want to use everything that's at your disposal so you don't have to use your other resources. So I'm going to check these potatoes out in a little bit. And I cooked up my hamburger a minute ago, and I'm fixing that. It's just like I would if I was fixing it on the regular stove. I use garlic, onions, black olives, jalapeno peppers, salt, pepper, garlic. And I went ahead, you guys, I put in, I'll show you this in a minute. I go ahead, this is going to be like burrito filling. And I'm also going to use it on top of these potatoes, which you know I've been doing the low carb thing. Why do I have potatoes? These are left over from Christmas. I bought, you know, for dinner when my kids were here. And, you know, they were still good. I had like 2 left. They were starting to sprout a little bit, so I just cut those off. And I'm like, I'm going to throw these in the fireplace and see how it turns out. So I have that hamburger mixture, the burrito filling mixture to put in a wrap to eat as a burrito or on this potato, or both. So, like I said, I had gone to the store on Sunday. This power went out on Monday evening. So I had put some meat in the freezer. It was froze, and what I already had in there was froze. And when you're in 19-degree temperatures like it was this morning, and has been for a while, not getting up even to freezing hardly, then, you know, it's good. The refrigerator's good, especially where my house is kind of cold, on the cold side anyway. So I've been checking the freezer, and the frozen stuff seems to be doing okay. If it starts, you know, I don't know how long this is going to go on. I mean, they don't know when the power is going to be back. So I'm going to keep checking that. If it seems to be thawing any, I'm going to be, I'll put it in a cooler and stick it out here on the ice frozen deck. You know, it'll last forever. So we'll come back in a minute. I'm going to show you my potatoes. Come on back. This is an adventure, y'all. Okay, you guys. So I took the potatoes out of the ashes. I've got 2 small potatoes there. If you can see, it's kind of getting dark here because I have no power. But split them in 2 and put my hamburger mixture, my burrito filling mixture or taco meat fixture that I was fixing earlier. Put that on top, and with a little bit of sour cream, salsa, and green onions. Scallions for some of y'all. Anyway, original potato skins, y'all, right here from my fireplace. And of course you could do this from any campfire. So Kind of having fun here tonight. Have no power, but we're having fun. I'm here with my babies, my doggies, and my kitty cat, and we are having, we're kind of having fun. So, gonna be coming back to y'all here in a little bit about some other things, and just show you around a little bit. What is almost day 3 of no power, no internet, no phone. Going back to the old ways, guys. I love it. And I hope you guys will enjoy it. So come on back. Okay, guys. I got the fire caught up. The potatoes were excellent. I love cooking in the fireplace. So, I am having to talk fast. If I've talked fast through this video, please, I apologize. But, you know, I only have so much battery left on my phone, and I have to go out to the vehicle to charge it. So, I'm getting ready to go out there right now. But you guys, I'm totally cozy. I'm getting ready to finish a book that I'm super, super interested in, and I'll tell you about that later. So right now, I gotta go. Come on back. I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm in an ice storm. Let's see if I make it through another night of freezing temperatures. But I got this. See you in a little bit. Hey, y'all. Well, still no power, and dark has set in. It's dark out, it's dark in. But I am also using candles, and this candle holder right here, I have a pair of them, and I love to break these out. I usually bring them out around holiday dinners and that kind of thing, but these belong, well, they belong to my great-great-grandmother on my mom's side. And I can remember these when I was a kid, back when they would take something like this, and when it was the fad, and they would paint it. This had these were painted at one time and had sparkly stuff on it. My mom years ago stripped these all down to find that they were like the pink depression glass is what they are. I forget the design. I think this might be cabbage rose. But anyway, so she gave them to me, and so they are here in my kitchen, shedding some light in and about, and I really love it. These are just very special. So, continuing on into the darkness, you guys, I'm holed up here in my in my family room. Got the fire caught back up. It'll be the last one for the night, I guess. And y'all, I finished a book that I have been reading forever. Finally finished it up tonight. And here's another family treasure. This kerosene lamp right here, this oil lamp. That was my grandmother's on my mom's side. My mama blessing. And she purchased that herself by picking blackberries years and years and years ago, and it's a treasure. I love it. I break it out every time the electric's out. Here is the book that I've been reading, The Bill Treasure. This is a story of a mystery in Virginia. Y'all may have heard about it. You know how I love treasure stories and mysteries and all that. I learned about this one. I hadn't known about it until I saw it on the Expedition Unknown show, which I love. And a friend and I, we came through here. Where the original trip was to, y'all, I look horrid. I mean, look at my hair, y'all. I need to wash it. I don't know how many days this is made. And I have those provisions too, but it's cold, and I really don't want to risk getting my hair wet and catching a cold right now. But anyway, so we were at Fort Monroe Beach in Virginia a few years back. I actually was there for the Pirate Festival in Hampton. And we found this really cool beach campground. And I took the Edame too, my camper van, and it was an awesome trip. Absolutely fantastic trip. But on the way back, we came through Bedford County, Virginia, which is where this mystery takes place, this treasure story, and actually stopped there. And I purchased this book and talked to the lady there about the story and got some information. And gosh, this has been three years ago, almost 4 years ago, and I started reading it and just now I'm finishing it. How sad is that? Anyway, so I got that done, and so that's what I've been doing with my being iced in and no power for almost 3 days now. So I enjoy that. I mean, sitting here reading by the fire, and it's very cozy. You know, is it inconvenient? Yeah, somewhat. But you know what? I'm used to this kind of stuff. Sure, I love my TV and my YouTube and my internet and all that and my computer, but I love this just as well. And it's really good to switch off and do this kind of thing. And just like I was cooking earlier, this stuff I do all the time anyway. So I have most of all this stuff you need to live off grid on hand anyway. And I'm always compiling that. So I would highly suggest you don't have to be a camper. I mean, if these power outages have shown you anything, these winter storms and any other kind of storm where there's power outages, they show you that you need to be prepared. So, I mean, you guys, it's a mess out there. Walmart's crazy. I haven't been, but I'm hearing that it's a nightmare. People scrambling to try to find, get water and, trying to find generators and gasoline and kerosene and, have that stuff on hand. Make sure you have that stuff on hand that you can do several days if you need to. Me, I think it's fun. Like I said, I like the old time ways, so, I can go back to them quite easily. It's a little inconvenient, but it's still fun. It's still fun, and it makes you think of times past and how people used to live. And I think of my grandparents, my great grandparents, and you don't need to forget that stuff. You need to be able to do it when you have to. I love doing it anyway, but you need to be able to know how to do things if you have to. So anyway, I'm signing off for tonight, you guys, and it's gonna be so quiet here. It's so quiet with no noise, and it's so dark. But I'm signing off for tonight, and I don't know, is the power going to come back on tonight or not? I don't know. I look awful. I don't know. Tomorrow we'll see. It's widespread, and I really pray for the people who's out there working, the guys on the lines and all the people cutting trees and the brush and everything. It's a dangerous job. It's a hard job in this cold weather. So keep them in our thoughts and prayers, and they'll get to it eventually. So they can only do so much. All right, you guys, the saga continues. See you later. Remember, don't wait to live, and make the best out of a bad situation. See ya. Well, good morning, you guys. Going into about 62 hours now without power in the ice storm in Kentucky, and woke up this morning to about a couple more inches of fresh snow on top of the ice. So, from what I can understand, it's still out pretty much everywhere. Just some pockets have power. The bigger stores have generators, backup industrial generators. All smaller stores everything is shut down. Everything is shut down. But anyway, still making it. Having some coffee here, and these are the Folgers singles. So I heated up water on a little propane stove that I have, and this is actually on on my video about coffee on the YouTube channel. I actually don't care for these. I like the pouches, the coffee pouches, and I'm out of those. But I've got a percolator coffee pot. Actually, I've got 3 of them. I got one in my camper and one in both vans, and I just forgot to get it out yesterday. I'm going to after a while, though. I just started trudging in the snow. But I am going to do that, and because you can use regular coffee, and and it's so much better. I mean, you look, I've got 2 of these. I have to have it on the strong side, so this is not cutting it for me. But, you know, it'll do in a pinch, and that's what we're in a pinch. So you can see behind me, I told you, I think on one of the other segments that I hadn't seen my woodpecker here all year. Well, he showed up yesterday. He showed up not too long after I said that, really. But so I'm having coffee here with the birds this morning. You can see behind me. I love watching these birds. I just love my wildlife, and I just enjoy this tremendously. So I've been keeping the feeder filled up. Now the cardinals, the red birds, they are mean. They try to chase off all the other birds, if you can see that. And but you know, the blue jays, they are king, and they will chase off the cardinals. So it's really fun to watch. You know, that woodpecker comes around and he's boss of everybody. But it's so cool. I got all kinds of little birds here, and I enjoy that. So you guys, I'm gonna try to venture out today. My power bank, of course, never showed up. I told y'all about that. It's lost somewhere in this this ridiculous mess on the road with FedEx. It'll get here eventually, I guess. So at some point today, I am going to try to get out and maybe to where I can, because I'm going to have to spend a lot of time on the phone. I'll be on hold forever. Last time I called, I was on hold forever. You just have to let it go. So I'm going to have to check on that. And I'm stocked up here good on everything except wood. I'm getting low on wood, on firewood. But I'll just turn on my gas fireplace, because I've got a gas fireplace, and I got my wood burning fireplace. And I've got a gas propane wall heater too, which is what's going now. But this is a big house. That's right. I need to live in my camper. So much easier, guys. I envy folks who do live in their camper, and someday I will be there. But if I were in my van or in my camper through all this, of course, I would have, you know, a propane heat source, and it, you know, I mean, it's so much easier to heat. But the point is, you got to have alternate sources of heat just when something like this happens. So if y'all don't yet, be sure that you do, because eventually you're going to get caught in some kind of situation like this. It's just a matter of time. So anyway, I'll be switching to the gas fireplace today. So how much longer is this going to go on? I don't know. We will see. I'll check with you guys later. Have a good day. What is that? Just stop in the middle of the damn road. What is he doing? So you guys, thought I would just show you the trees here. You can see that this happened once. I remember, I believe it was in 2009, if I'm not mistaken. We had a big ice storm here. Power was out for, I know, at least 5 days. I was working in another town about 45 minutes away, and my friend, she also worked over there too, and she did have power, so I ended up having to stay with her and for a couple days until the power came back on. But lights are out, if you can see that. There's no lights, traffic lights anywhere. And of course, people are driving freaking stupid like they always do. Guy a while ago was just in front of me and decided just to stop. He was going to turn around and go back the other way, and just, you know, no signal or nothing. And people, they don't know how to drive in the snow, you know, especially, you know what that burns me up about women, you know. Do shit yourself and do stuff yourself, and learn how to cope, learn how to drive in bad weather. Don't be scared. I mean, you know, it's all right. It's gonna be all right. Don't depend on other people. Learn how to do stuff yourself. I mean, that's my big takeaway for anybody, especially women. That's a big part of the Gal Gone Camping message, you guys, is to, you know, I got a wild hair. Seriously. Oh. Just, you know, you gotta be confident, you gotta learn how to do stuff yourself, and you have to be independent above all else. Be independent and inspire others if you can. Help others to learn. All right, you guys, I'm gonna venture out. One last trees. Look at that. That ice, you just can't do anything with it. It forms over the lines. And I did see when I attempted to get out to work yesterday, I saw 2 power poles that the whole top of them, where the bar, everything, the transformer and everything is, was just snapped in two. Snapped in two. So, I know these power companies are working as hard as they can, and they have got a very difficult job because it's hard to do anything with this stuff. All the fallen trees over lines and all that stuff. So, anyway, check in with you later. Okay, you guys, so I ventured out today. Over here is the propane line, and when I came up this way, it was backed up forever. So it's not as bad as it was, but so we got more snow coming tonight, and the good thing is it didn't get that cold today, but it will freeze tonight, what we've got coming. So we're still in the midst of this ice storm, snowstorm. Power's still out everywhere, although it is coming back in some areas around me. I came out to a friend's house today, got a shower. You guys, I probably don't look any better, but I got a shower. Smell better. And she was nice enough to cook a meal, and so we had good company, and so thankful for that. I got to power up my devices, my USB stuff, and my power bank. I had to power up my power bank because I still have not got my big one. And so I'm going home hoping that the power is going to be back on when I get there. But anyway, it's going to be okay. I'm going to make it. And when I come up here earlier, I stopped here to get coffee, and look at this gas price. $2.45, where it had been, what, $2.29 for a long time, $2.19, $2.29, and when something like this hits, they jack it up. And that is uncalled for. That's why the rich people are rich, and it really is a sad, sad thing to see with this price gouging. You know, but it always happens. It always happens, and here we are. I don't know how many states is in this predicament, and people like that want to do that instead of helping people out. But you know, that's the way it is. So anyway, we just had some tremendous neighbors and friends that helped us out, and that's what we all need to do, is help each other out in a time like this. So y'all be safe, take care. I'm going to keep you updated. Winter is pretty. Look at this. It truly is pretty now. This snow that's falling right now is really pretty. It's gentle falling snow, big flakes. But you see those trees? They're still iced over. But the weather says that it is supposed to, there was a big power line on that tree when I came up. I don't know if it was still there or not, but I did notice that on the way up here. The weather is supposed to warm up tomorrow, and by the weekend this stuff's going to be melting, and if we can just get the power back, we're golden. So gonna head on back, and we'll see what kind of situation we have in a little bit.